Hello, and welcome to this week's special presentation entitled Winning Big with Business Sectors and Industry Groups. My name is Glenn Tompkins. I'm a senior instructor here at VectorVest, and it's truly my pleasure to give your presentation this evening. One of the most popular questions that has been asked of me while I've been at VectorVest is, what is the hottest search or stock to be in right now? Now, there are several ways to answer that question, but tonight's presentation will be all about how to use the software to find the hottest stocks. And actually, I like simplicity. The best way to start is to look at the best sectors or industries. Actually, that makes a ton of sense. The hottest stocks should be moving the biggest moving sectors or industries, and we're going to dive into that more deeply this evening. This is looking into the idea of drilling down from the hottest sectors to the hottest industries and then to the best performing stocks to invest in. Now, the first tip to always keep in mind is market timing. That should always be the first thing you do before buying any stock. And because I like simple, let's keep it simple and look at the easiest market timing signal, the confirm call. This is the call that's the slowest, most conservative timing call, and it requires the most confirmation before issuing a call. Let's get into the software. From the software, we're actually going to go straight to the Graphs tab, and we're going to pull up a market timing graph. We're going to click on Stock, go down to Market Timing, and we're now looking at the 1-year look-back period of the VectorVest composite shown in candlesticks. I'm going to put this on a 3-month graph. We can clearly see that the market has been moving up nicely since the bottom back in December 24th, Christmas Eve. How do you know when the market bottoms? When it stops going down and it starts going up. This was a great opportunity to take a part of the market and still make money even until today, even though the market's at a sense of being toppy right now. But I digress. Let's go look at that confirm call. We'll put on the confirm calls on the market timing graph. Now, it didn't get us in real close to the bottom, but look at this call. Was this not a good call, even as the slowest, most conservative timing call to get into the market and make money? Now, as this was going on, what were the best sectors or industries to take a look at starting from this date? And the date was 1/18 of 2019. So we got a new call, confirmed up call, and you say, well, I want to get into the hottest stuff. How do I do that? Well, let me show you how. From the date of 1/18 of 2019, let's go to the Viewers tab and see what the fastest moving sectors were. Let's go up, Viewers. Right now we're at No Viewer. Let's now go down to the Sector Viewer. Now from the Sector Viewer, you'll notice that this is sorted by RT. When you look at a stock viewer, it's sorted by our master indicator, VST. Why? Because we want to find the stocks that have the best combination of value, safety, and timing. So wait a minute, Glenn. When we look at the sectors, why do we want to sort by RT? Well, RT looks at the short-term price trend of the market, right? Or in this case, in sector. What does that mean for me? RT above the value of 1 tells me that this sector is in an uptrend. The higher above 1 it is, the faster in an uptrend it is, thus making it, at this time on 3/1 of 2019 today, the hottest sector in the software, the fastest moving sector. But let's step back a little bit. That's as of today. Let's go back to that confirmed up call that happened in January of this year, January 18th. Now, when I click on that date, the sectors will change. And that makes sense. Why? Because these were the hottest sectors on the date that we receive the confirmed up call. The first sector we see is instruments. 8105 value, all of that information retaining to the VectorVest information. But it's the fastest moving sector by way of RT, sorted all the way down. Let's double click on that sector. This is drilling down. Double click, it now opens up all of the industries within that sector, starting with instruments control, instruments scientific, and instruments measuring. Now you'll notice that the industries is also sorted by RT. Why? To now bring not only the fastest sectors to the top of the list, but now the fastest industries to the top of the list. If we double click on Instruments Control, we'll see that there are two stocks in that industry. Those two stocks are Research FNTR, or Frontiers I'm going to assume, and Keyence Corp. Now, let's take these two stocks and let's quick test the top two from the confirmed up call, and let's see what they did. Well, we had one winner, one loser. That's taking us all the way up to current. These stocks reached out to a 7.66% gain, where the market on the VectorVest composite closed at 5.77%. One stock went down, but not by a lot, but we found a nice key gem here in up almost 16% since that date. 7.66 return. That's not bad at all, with one stock winning and one stock losing. A little bit of an expensive stock, though, as well. Went from 510 to 590. All right, let's do that again. Let's close that out. Let's go to market. Well, we're not going to do market because that's looking at the indices. Let's bypass that one and go to office. We'll double click on office. We're drilling down, folks, from the fastest sector to the fastest industry, also sorted by RT, and now going into the stocks by double clicking on office supplies. Here are the stocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 stocks as of 118. Let's quick test the top 5. We'll drop that down. Let's see what they did. Wow, 11.37%, where the market only went up 5.77. And guess what? Every stock made money. 5 winners, no losers. Folks, how cool is that? And how simple is that to peg in on what the fastest sector to the fastest industry to the best performing stocks is? Let's go to the next one. Let's go to container. We'll double click on that sector. We see that there's 2 industries in that sector, also sorted by RT. Keeping in mind, fast to fast, fastest sector to the fastest industry, double clicking on the industry. Also now not sorted by RT. I didn't say that before. These are sorted by our master indicator VST. So the best stocks with the best combination of value, safety, and timing at the top of the list. Let's quick test the top 5 from 118, 7.84%. Again, winner, winner, chicken dinner. We've got 5 winners, no losers, up almost 8%, where the market is only up, you hear me say, only up 5.7. We've outperformed the market each and every time doing this. All right, let's close that out. Let's go one more. One more, software. All right, on 118, it was the fastest sector. The fastest industry, starting with software business at the top of the list by RT. Let's double click. Here are the stocks. There's a lot of stocks in here, but I only want to quick test the top 5. Look at that, 10.5%, doubling what the market did pretty much. And look at that, one stock lost money, but the other 4 made money, still outpacing the market. Folks, that's a great way to learn how to drill down from the fastest sectors on a market timing call to the fastest industries, and then to the best performing stocks by way of VST. All right, so that's the sectors. Let's move over a second. Let's go and do it from the industry viewer. Currently, we track 222 industries. This gives you a little bit more diversity, as opposed to in the sector viewer, we have 41 sectors. So let's go back to the industry viewer, still running it from the time period of that last confirmed up call, ETF sector biotech. Now, that's the fastest industry on that date. Let's double click. Let's see what stocks are in here. We got a lot of stocks in here, but let's only quick test the top 5. 12.98%, blew the doors off the market. 5 winners, every single stock made money. How simple is it? Again, I'm going to probably ask that question more than once. How simple is it to be able to find the fastest sectors to the fastest industries to the best performing stocks by way of VST to make some money? Let's go to the next one. The next industry is computer graphics. We'll double click. Here's the stocks. We only want to quick test the top 5. What's there? 15.84%. Man, the hits just keep on rolling. All 5 stocks made money. They are all double digits, blew the doors off almost 3 times what the market did in that same time period. All right, let's try it again. Let's move on from graphics. Let's go to transportation rail. We'll double click. Look at the top 5. What's there? 4.10%. Oh man, it didn't outperform the market, but what else did I find? 4 winners, 1 loser. How many of you out there would be happy finding a group of stocks and made money on 4 and probably maybe cut out 1? And that one that went against us didn't go against us by a lot, but we're still making money. This is the first test that did not outperform the market. That's okay. I've got a higher percentage that it will than it won't. Let's go to ETF specialty environment. Let's quick test the top 5. 6.97%. Outpaced the market. 4 winners, 1 loser. Still making money. Let's do one more. The last one is ETF sectors, telecom services. We'll double click. Top stocks by way of VST. We'll quick test the top 5. Still didn't outperform the market, but how about this? Every stock made money. Folks, this is a great tool to have in your tool belt. And guess what? You will now be on top of what the fastest sectors or the fastest industries are in order to take advantage of any market timing call. Keep in mind, we use the confirm calls in this test. Let's say you're a little bit more aggressive. Let's do this real quick. Let's say if you're a little bit more aggressive. Let's move from the confirm calls to the primary wave. Now what would you do? Do the same thing. You would now run your test from 2/12 of 2019 to find out what the hottest sectors or industries were to tune in to the best performing stocks. Do you think you're going to make money during this time period? Yes. Number 1, you will. Number 2, you're on top of what's hot. And that's important. You want to know what's hot? The VectorVest viewers are putting that in your hands. Now, let's say that, everyone's going to say, well, Glenn, guess what? That happened in the past. What happens now? All right. I'm glad you asked that question. We're going to flip this on its head. All right. If I were willing to do that now, keep in mind, though, that the market is looking a little bit toppy. Not sure that you want to put this on now, but guess what? The next time you get your next up call, this is a great time to run this strategy idea. All right, the next time you get your new up call, but I can run it on any market timing call, primary wave. I could do it on the DEW. Then I would have started running my test from 111. I can do this with the green light buyer. I would then run my test anywhere along the lines. But the further away you are from the last call or from the initial call coming off the bottom, the more riskier your trading becomes. Keep that in mind. This run from this bottom is kind of long in the tooth. A lot of the money has already been made. So now what do? You probably wait for your next up call in whichever timing signal you want to use before you implement this. Now, I'm going to do one other thing. I've gone to the viewers. I went to the industry viewer, looked at the top 5 industries, and I took the top 5 stocks from all of those industries and put them into a watch list. Now, how did I do that? Let's take ETF's biotech. Double click. I took the top 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By holding the shift key, I can highlight the ball. I clicked on right click. I went to add to watch list. Now I've created a new watch list in here for me to put them into. It's called special presentation. Before you ask the question, no, you will not have this folder. I had to create it, and I had to create this watch list. You folks will not have this before the calls come in saying, I don't have that watch list. No, you won't. I had to create it, and I put the top 5 stocks from the top 5 industries into this watch list. I click on OK. So I've already done that. Now, let me show you what the watch list looks like. I'm going to go down to Special Presentations, the watch list. Again, this group I created. You will not have it. Let's go to hottest industries. If I took the top 5 from each industry, I should have 25 stocks, and yes, I do. And that's as of today's date, the close of the market. So what do I do with that? Now I can sort this by percent price change to see what's still moving. man, I still have stocks. Remember, these are the top 5 stocks from the top 5 fastest moving industries. Guess what, folks? A lot of them are still making money. All right, so now let's take this. I'm going to quick folio all of these, and I'm going to name this. Let's name this hottest industry stocks. I'm going to leave it at the initial investment of $100,000 per trade. I'm going to change that to more realistic $4.95. All right? We're not using margin or using interest. I understand that these are all long stocks, so the purchase type is long. Let me show you what else you can do. Let's say you are monitoring these and you start to jump on board with them. How about setting up a stop criteria right away? You can do that. I'm going to put on a profit locker. Let's go find profit locker, and I'm going to put on a 28.7. 28.7. How cool is that? So I've created the watch list. From the watch list, I'm now creating a quick folio, and I'm already setting up stops to help me to manage these stocks once I've gotten into them. Click on OK. Boom, it's done. Hit on OK again. And now let's go open that portfolio. That portfolio is now called Hottest Industry Stocks. Right now it's down. Why? Because we just bought the stocks and it's commissions that we've paid. Now, what am I looking for? Before I'm able to really jump into these stocks right now, look at this column that says ROI. That's return on investment. Start thinking about if the market continues to go up. Key words there. If the market continues to go up, why not start thinking about investing in the stocks that have positive ROIs? That means they're making money. You can now cherry pick from the hottest industry stocks that you've put into that watch list that you've now put into a portfolio. Holy smokes. How simpler can you be? We now learned how to drill down from the hottest sectors to the hottest industries to the best performing stocks by way of VST. We've put them into a watch list, the top 5 from each one. Why that? To create some diversity. So you're not putting all your eggs into one basket. And now what are you going to do? You're going to still use the power of the software to manage those and know when to get in based on returns on investment. You can now cherry pick, and folks, you can't have a better cherry picking pool than what you've got right here. The top 5 stocks from the top 5 hottest moving industries. Whew, that is a combination and a recipe for success. And you're right, all of the testing that I did showed in the past. But now, if I'm really wanting to do this, guess what? If the market continues to move higher, I'm still looking at some of the best stocks to take advantage of, and only buy the ones, by cherry picking, the ones that have an ROI in the positive. So there you go. That is how you can win big with sectors and industry groups. And folks, I want to say thank you for joining me this evening for the special presentation. And if you have any questions about it, please give our product support staff a call. They'll be more than happy to fill in any blanks that I may have created, hopefully I didn't, in regards to how to utilize this. But right now, based upon what's going on in the market, you might want to wait for your next fresh up call, no matter which market timing signal you're using. Folks, this is simplicity in its purest form. And the VectorVest software is bringing this to you. And the power behind it and the benefit behind it is amazing. So there you go. With that, folks, have a wonderful weekend. Adios.